You're now listening to Just Sex Talk. Now let's get to talking.
What about painful intercourse? Like, is that often? Like,
Wait, define painful intercourse. Like too
Screaming
big?
is not our definition.
Like too big?
chicken with its head cut off.
yeah, it's too big, it's too small. I don't know.
Or later,
butthole.
later lots of
Again,
menopause. Hey, we're not getting lubrication naturally
I don't know
like we
if
used
it was
to.
like
Again, I think
fucking
this
with
is
a titty
situational.
twister that causes pain or too big.
I think he's
That's
talking
what
about.
What does that mean?
You let the gum dry up.
Um,
From the titty earlier.
And I want to preface this by also saying, because I haven't had a chance to say this, one of the things that I really want to make clear to people, sex is not what we call PIV, and sex is the culmination of everything sensual that you are experiencing with your partner. So it could be oral, it could be hands, it could be kissing.
Too much teeth.
For me, it's a little bit dancing.
Dancing.
Like with this guy.
So when y'all she start dancing, you're like, yeah, we're about
It's
to
a much
It can turn you
broader
on, yeah. I mean,
topic, and we put,
I'm just saying.
I would
especially
agree.
our
dance, boy,
society-
dance for mommy.
Dancing is sexual when you're
Oh.
vibing with your partner.
Absolutely.
I mean, not with everybody.
It's foreplay.
But
no, when you have that connection and bodies
Yeah.
are moving,
Yeah.
it can be amazing.
Dance for mommy.
But in our society,
Little
like,
Macarena.
we're trained to look at all this media that
Cannot
says you kiss a little, you touch the boobs, you have intercourse.
shush.
Good job, Cindy. Good job on that one.
But you both come at the same time, and that's what it's supposed to be. Or worse yet, you watch porn and then you think like everything like that is
Wait, did
supposed
you
to
just
be
say
wrong.
worse?
I think porn paints a worse picture
Absolutely.
of what to expect from body image issues
Yes.
to performance issues to the amount of that people have. Like
The amount
all
of time it
this
takes a plumber to
stuff-
get to your
Yes.
house.
Yes. yeah. No, I would agree.
Or the
with
amount
you.
of sausage on
I would
your
agree
pizza.
with you.
That's how fast we
Okay,
talk.
so like
cut
you
those-
view.
They need Jimmy
I know
Johnson.
what you're
They're
saying.
fast.
Oh,
They
No.
cut scenes. Like, they
has
put
a
it all
place.
together.
okay.
And that's something he was going to get into is porn addiction. And
Yeah,
sex
I hear it a little
addiction.
bit. Yeah.
Sorry.
So we can
I
touch
didn't
on
mean
that
to,
too.
Yeah, I didn't mean to touch
But
on it.
I do think like we don't teach people about. There are cultures like Indian culture where they have like it's prized and you have a place to learn about it and how to perform and do things to please your partner. But in our society, like it's so buttoned up. Even though all of the media is selling us, we can't talk about it. We can't give each other like tips. You're learning about abstinence in schools. You're taking abstinence pledges. Churches are saying don't do it. Parents are saying don't do it, but nobody wants to talk to you about really doing it. So where do people go? Because that's so
This podcast.
there's probably a whole, but this is a little
know.
education.
It's probably the worst place.
I was like, help us. Help her. Help the
But I
children.
mean, there's a whole generation of dudes growing up who are like, oh, okay, so when I have sex, I need a choker. Like, girls like that. And some girls do, but maybe not for their first sexual
But
experience.
my dad used
So
to
hang
choke
on.
my mom, so I was like, I guess all women like to be choked.
No, hang on. So, something I was going to say earlier when you were
Womp,
talking
It was a hard
about
pass. Womp womp.
when
Yeah,
you
it
were
was a hard
talking
pass.
about like and like when it's okay and when it's passionate when it's not and like I was telling Chris over here it's situational for me every time. So I always have that conversation with my husband. That's what we were talking about. Like you said, going into every situation.
Yeah.
Because even when you just said like for some people like choking is like a no-go. And for me, I watched some of that as a child. And as I grow older, like my husband would tell people like, do not, like, that is off limits. Like, don't, like, no. And recently I have found like a little bit of it has been like a turn on. And so I told him that, I communicated that to him and he was like, whoa, that's surprising to him. Right. But I think that our trust is growing so much.
I like to choke him a little bit, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to fart in your mouth
I think it's
in
a
a minute.
vibe thing. And like
I
when
agree. That's what I'm
I think
saying.
I've
I
gotten
think it's just
either I've always
situational.
been good at it or I've gotten good at I can read that situation really well. Like and like I don't ask about it usually. I can usually tell like when somebody's wanting it or
I
wanting.
agree with
But
that.
my husband will not do it.
No,
Okay.
Like he,
Chris, I agree with that statement 1,000%.
he cannot do it to me. So like even when I went into like a dungeon room and was like spank me, spank me, spank me, I was begging my husband like spank me, spank me. He did it a couple times and he was like, don't you move, I'm gonna go get somebody. He's like, and he knew I wanted it, but at the same time he just couldn't force himself to do it, and I respect that. And then
I
it
took
felt
you
so
at
good.
7. I met you at 7. I can't spank you.
Shut up.
That's
Or it
my
happened
limit.
at 7. But
No.
No,
It
I
did
know what you're
not,
saying. I like it, but if a certain person was to do it, like any person besides one that I find trust in,
Correct.
I would immediately just
because
like
it takes you out of the
cut
moment.
it out, take it like no, you're not trusted that way.
Sometimes
Like,
it can
it
be up
has to be
here
a
and then
trust
something
level.
happens and it's just like,
When you spank, I like
Absolutely.
to like go in and like
Yeah,
then turn into a fist.
You hit a brick wall, like
But
straight
pain can
a
also
brick wall.
change during the session because,
agreed.
like, and I always say, start slow, start light, and you can always build up. But the more our bodies get turned on, the more sensation it can take.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of people like their to be pinched or something, but you don't want to go in there like starting and
Immediately,
like
yeah.
putting like clamps on.
I will
Absolutely.
karate chop
Yeah.
some's neck that pinches my nipple.
Oh,
I swear to
bite.
God. Cindy,
Some
I
men
will
like it,
decapitate you.
No,
I
note
just-
I cannot
to
stand that.
self. Next time Chris
Peaches-
is shirtless,
Everybody goes to
I'm
karate
gonna
chop.
pinch
So I
his
karate chop
nipple.
him.
We will not
got
be
me?
friends
Yeah,
anymore.
I got you.
I
I
got
got
you
you.
to death.
I
baby.
got you. I
That's
got
all
you.
it
Chris,
takes.
We're going.
I'll put him in a headlock.
Chris,
Did you
I
go-
did want to come back to
Sorry.
something you said about like knowing if somebody wants to be choked. I warn people not to be intuitive because
Agreed.
I have clients that are like, I feel like I'm not a man because I don't know what she wants naturally. And I'm like, that's totally what our culture has said. Like, you're not a man if you can't please a woman.
I totally understand. I totally.
But
If
have
I was
that
giving advice, I would
conversation
totally agree with
before.
you.
Yeah.
Have that conversation beforehand and see what they are into, what they like. And if it's something like they're working up to potentially doing that, just putting your hand on
Just
the
a little
chest
pressure.
is
Right here.
not like as intense as trying to figure out where to put your fingers.
And maybe that actually is something I typically do. If I feel like this is something that I feel like they're I don't know. I can just pick up on it. Usually I can because I'm not a natural person to do that. That's not in my repertoire, like things I like to do. I get it that some people like it. So if I kind of get the vibe that that's something, I don't know, I can just pick up on it now.
But
and
you can
I
make
will
it
put some pressure
sexy.
there, and you can tell
If
when
they're
they're
into
receptive
it.
to that, and you can just, if you look at them, you can tell. I have
But make
really
it
good empathy.
sexy to
When
get
I
that
come-
consent.
Chris, it's because you pay attention.
What?
A lot of
Yeah.
guys don't
What-
do
what-
that.
I will
When I
A
say
come-
lot
that
of
Chris
guys
is
do
very
not pay
good at that.
attention. They are just all about the guy getting off.
But
But I
ask the
do think
question,
when a guy
be like,
pays attention,
do you like that? Like, does that feel good to you? Would you like more? Make it sexy. You don't have to stop
That
and be
is a
like,
Yeah,
Great
you don't have to
point.
stop. You
That
can
is
just
a great
say
point.
it.
Just whisper to him like, "Eat my."
Yeah, like Mike just said, like the girls can also say, yeah, like
When I no.
before you even ask.
When I come,
like,
I
a
just grab the
can
girl
say,
and
I
put her
like
in a noogie,
this.
like and I grab her and give her a noogie while I'm coming. And I'm like, damn, I didn't know I was gonna do that. I would have asked earlier.
You know,
Well, like-
I only did that once, and I'm out. I don't want to do it again.
You were talking about.
at least you were open minded and give it a
I was
try.
trying to
Stop
be
sticking up,
open-minded.
you asshole.
You were talking earlier about how you just surprised Mike and you spread his cheeks. I was with the
Yeah.
chick. We were at the club, playing at the club, and this chick was going down on me. She was looking at my, and she just kept licking my ball, and then she kept licking my taint, and I was like, I just finally told her, I said, you can lick my butthole if you want to. It doesn't bother me. And she was like, oh great. And she was like, yeah.
Going after
I
it.
love it when a situation feels that comfortable that you can just be like,
But I
"Yo,
could tell, I could
closer,
tell
come
that she was
higher."
testing the water. She was
Yeah.
like, I'm getting
I think she
closer.
was.
I'm getting
Get
She was
closer.
probably doing a smell test.
And
like,
I was actually getting tired of the whole like we're getting closer. Like just
anticipation.
do it or
Just
don't
do
do
it.
it. You know, whatever.
It's true.
The smell test.
smell
That's what
test.
she was doing.
Yeah,
The
she did a smell
It wasn't
test.
the anticipation. It was
Oh,
the smell
Lord
test.
have
Yeah,
mercy. Okay, so I did.
She
I
so
like-
when you told me you lick my butthole if you want to, she's like, oh, this motherfucker watched his ass for me. Okay, yeah,
Listen,
no
I
worries.
told
No, I
Chris
didn't say
last
that.
night that I just like straight Last night I told Chris I just straight went after Mike's butthole one night.
Well, you were watching Jeopardy, right?
Same story that we've been
No,
talking
They were
about.
in Final Jeopardy.
It was Yellowstone, Iron Man,
Yellowstone.
Jeopardy.
He was watching Stranger Things.
Again, the truth of the story was he was deep in conversation with Christy. He just got a little saucy, but I just like, and Chris was
Saucy.
like,
That sounds wet.
salty,
Oh,
salty,
saucy.
saucy,
Yeah,
saucy. Like he got, and I was like, "Oh, did you forget who you were talking to?" Like that's what happened. But
So you didn't do it as a pleasure. You did it as
It was
a,
like
don't
a
you talk about friend that way?
Yeah. You little bitch.
Just went the total opposite direction here.
exactly. I mean, it was a sexy butt lick. Like I didn't give him a shitty one. But
What's the shitty one?
listen, that was a bad
That's a wrong
choice of
pun
words.
to use.
That's what it is.
Bad
It
choice
opened it up to
of
a
words.
lot of-
So I mean, like I think
Bad
any
choice
butt, a
of
bitty
words.
butthole lick would be good.
Oh, Lord. But
I don't know about
Chris
that.
was like, you just did that? Like, out of the blue? Like, how'd you know he was clean? Like, how did you know?
If you look at my butthole, I'm trapping
he
your
had,
tongue
like,
with my butt cheeks. I'm like,
watches
grab
this
that.
and watches that and does this. And I was like, we came to the club. That
You got to
man-
remember that you're talking to
like,
Chris Vandergriff as someone who
showered.
travels with a hotel bidet.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
that
he
is
is full on ready for a sexual experience if we were in the club. Like,
So I want to.
so I
I
dived
want to
in.
do. I want to do a shot, get to erectile dysfunction, and then go into like porn addiction, sex addiction.
Okay, we're doing a shot, and then
Yeah.
we're
So
diving.
we have to start with erectile dysfunction. So what is your opinion, or how do you? How does someone overconquer that? Or
I love talking about erectile dysfunction because I think it is so misunderstood. I think it is way overdiagnosed. There's about 20 different symptoms that men will. What?
I just wanted you to pause.
Oh.
I'm gonna go to the ladies' room.
Oh.
I didn't want to interrupt her.
you did interrupt though.
Well, I touched her thinking that it wouldn't really interrupt, but it did.
If you
Are
touch
we
a
pausing?
motherfucker, like, why are you touching me?
I was like, oh, what do you want to add?
When I touch
We're
her.
pausing.
All
No,
right,
we're
so-
not. I was thinking I was going to make a whole show.
Okay,
with
so
that
here we go.
in the bathroom, but it's
Yeah.
not going to happen now. She did it.
Yeah. So carry
That's what I
on.
was thinking.
Okay, so there's about 20 different symptoms that can affect erectile dysfunction. Most of the time, doctors are just going to hone in on, like, are you getting hard? How long are you hard? Do you have sexual drive? And that's about it. They don't take into
Did
consideration
you run your
of
with
other things.
Trimex?
It's a lot with, like, testosterone. Like, if you think you have low T, there's a huge range of what normal is. So if you don't know what your normal is, and I'll give you guys a second to
No, you
share.
keep talking while we do it.
Cheers.
Then it's really hard to measure whether or not it's gone down. So I would suggest like going and having a doctor test you a few times. Also test you in the morning because men have the most testosterone in the morning after they wake up. So if you go out through the day, you don't know where you started from. So it can be lower than it
No, that makes
typically would
sense.
be. But my favorite thing was ED should stand for erectile disappointment because it's a part of
So
your
women can have that too. Like she disappointed me.
it can be
That
like
was me
it's
this
your
week.
body part that doesn't always respond the way you want to, and that can be completely normal. The problem is when it happens for whatever reason, it gets into their head, and then there's this fear every time that it's going to happen again, and then it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, a lot of times doctors will, prescribe different things, especially if people have had like prostate cancer and surgeries. There is this super cool new thing on the market, and it's essentially a cock ring, but it takes like medical information. So
It's like a Fitbit for your
it
dick
is.
bit.
It
It's
is.
a Fitbit.
It is, but instead of like being like a normal cock ring that's like, like latex or metal, God
It
forbid.
has a key and a lock.
No, it's
Okay.
Are there really such things?
With a key and a lock.
Key in a lock?
Oh my God! It's like,
BDSM.
yeah, it's called a.
I had no idea.
It's got a cage.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
But instead of that, it's
Now you know.
I'm learning so much.
softer. It has like a release, so it's not going to get stuck because some people go to the ER if they have their normal ring on. It's been designed to still allow enough blood flow to either increase your penis or keep it hard. But what it does is it measures all of the different scientific information. And you can wear it overnight. And
it's like a sleep study.
It is.
I need a sleep study for my CPAP and my cap.
Because here's like the good thing that a lot of men don't understand. You should be having like 4 nocturnal erections a night.
Yeah, it's like a
and if you're not, that can signal that you're actually having cardiovascular issues. So a lot of people with erectile dysfunction end up having heart attacks, and that can be a precursor to signal you. But if you're not paying attention to that, or you don't know about it, you have no idea. Your doctor is not going to send you to a cardiologist because you have ED, which is insane to me. But they don't teach sex at med school. Like most people, there's a passing mention of a clitoris, no idea about anything else. And there's a little bit more knowledge about penises because doctors are men.
Right.
But it wasn't until like 20 years ago that they discovered the clitoris has nerve endings that go
kind of like the butthole.
Go about this far. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And
You're fired.
there have been doctors that didn't realize that, and they've done surgeries, and women can't climax after the surgery because they had no idea that the nerve endings went as far as it does.
So to get my wife off, I have to rub her thigh. Like,
I mean, thighs are awesome.
That makes sense.
But
if I do both thighs, it's crazy.
But the cool thing about that, and I don't get any kickback for this, but look it up online, and it is a little expensive, but it's pleasurable. It helps you maintain it longer. It helps you have a better orgasm. Like they say, like gay guys have been using cock rings forever, and straight guys don't. So it can be completely beneficial, but it can also really help your health.
Next month, a guest on the show, she invented like a sling. It's like a cock ring sling or something.
Okay.
You were gone a long time to take.
I was not gone a long time. I was sitting.
Did you wash your hands?
I heard your take a shit comment.
My Trimax accident has been well documented on the show.
There's no soap in there.
I use a cock ring all the time now,
but I
and
still use
I
the
don't like
water.
it. I don't.
Dirty water?
I am the epitome of grower, not a shower. So to put a cock ring on that is effective from the beginning, in the end, it is so tight that it's like my dick is like purple.
So still check this one out because it is softer than silicone. It's more.
What's it called? Or what is it?
Come on.
Be great if you knew.
I want to say it's Flex Tech. It's something like that.
Great Tech.
Okay, I just interviewed with that company last week, so let's hope it's not.
Which one?
Let's hope it's not. Flex Tech.
But if you look up,
Why do you think it would be a bad thing? That might be a really good thing.
Because I just interviewed with Flex Tech.
Look up
Hey, it could be a good
medical
salesperson for
ring,
it.
and it's going to be the one that comes up. And they have had it used on 150,000 pieces.
What are we googling? What are we?
Yeah, do you like the medical cock ring? And
a medical cock ring.
It's
Google that.
It's a bit.
Google that.
You missed it.
Let us know.
No,
what
you missed
came
it.
up.
You're taking a shit. It's a dick
I
bit.
could hear everything.
So much
While
fun.
you're in there peeing and farting.
Peeing.
Do you poot a little bit when you pee?
I really hate
which
to
is
talk
a
about
totally
any kind of
normal
potty
bodily
anything.
thing.
Like potty humor is lost.
I
on
love
me.
potty humor.
She does not do well
Potty
with
humor
potty
is what
humor.
God gave us.
I do
God
not
gave us
like-
Tech?
sperm.
Tech.
What is it?
Yes,
My
thank
Firm
you.
Tech?
Sperm tech.
Do not
Firm
like
Tech.
it.
It's
Let's talk
incredible.
about Firm Tech. Let's talk
And they've
about
had
that.
they've measured 1 million erections. Nobody has gone to the ER for it. So it hasn't caused yeast infections, and guys cannot necessarily be the most hygienic. But they haven't
Says
had,
who?
they haven't had any negative feedback from doing it.
Just Sex Talk is fueled by the haters and recorded live at the Lifestyle Nation studio in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. We hope you enjoyed the show. If not, then this show just isn't for you, and no hard feelings. To experience more shows, go to JustSexTalk.com. And to contact the show, send an email to JustSexTalkPodcast@gmail.com.